Good morning, and today we're going to learn how to make bread, which is 3 ingredients with 4 of my favourite things. So we have an iTech World i300. Now this, my mini skillet, runs perfectly with that. And this is only 300 watts, and this only uses 260 watts, and it's going to cook the bread. And this one, 1300p. So that means I can use appliances up to 1300 watts. This uses 1000 watts. Now this is the Kmart sandwich press, and I use it for pretty much everything except to make sandwiches, and this will work perfectly with this one. So what we need: 2 cups of self-raising flour, 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, and milk. Now the reason why this has not been chilled or anything, this milk, is because I did not have refrigeration for the first 10 months that I've lived here. So I had to use everything that was kind of able to be not refrigerated, and it worked. So if you've got real milk in the refrigerator, go for it, use it, whatever. If not, this is really great if you've got no power. I mean, no fridge, I should say. I have plenty of power. Thank you to these and my wonderful solar panels. Plenty of power. Fifi, hello Fifi. Hey. Okay, so I have a sifter, but if you don't have a sifter, don't worry, you might just have a bit of lumpy bread. Doesn't really matter. This, I need to fill up 1 cup of flour, and then I need to fill up another cup of flour. That's 2 cups total. So, let's do that. Alright, so I dropped a bit of flour on the floor, and Fifi's like, yep, clean it up. Alright, so we're ready to sift. I'm not real good at this. Yeah. Oh, look, just sift it, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get right back to you. I can't do this with one hand. Okay, so next is milk. Now, if you don't have any scissors, you can punch a hole in the top with the straw and just pour it in like that. But I have scissors, so I'm going to chop this edge off and just tip it in, which will be slightly faster, but does not really matter. And last, this is 1/3 of a cup of oil. Just pour it in like that. Now, if you don't have oil, it's okay. Just mixing the flour and the milk together is fine. It doesn't taste terrible, but the oil just seems to do something. And next, it's time to mix it just with a normal spoon, nothing special. I'm going to try and do it while I'm holding this. Let's see how I go. Probably not very well, but yeah, don't use a, what do you call it? I've got no idea. Don't use anything electrical, just use your energy. And when you've got 2 hands, this will be much more easier. So just leave me to mix this up. It'll only take like 30 seconds, and I'll get back to you. Alright, so this is about 30 seconds of mixing with my normal spoon. Again, don't use an electric mixer, no need, just use your spoon. It'll do just fine. Good girl. Thank you for cleaning my floor. Thank you, good girl. Okay, we're going to roll them up into balls so that they're ready to cook. This is flour. Now, you've got to cover your hands in flour unless you want to have disgusting hands that are just sticky and gross, and you don't want that. Or just wear gloves. So we've got the flour. It doesn't matter what flour. It's plain flour because I've run out of self-raising, but it doesn't matter just as long as it's on your hands. And these get rolled into balls that are about the size of half of a tennis ball, kind of, sort of. And I'm going to put them on the plate. And then after I do that, we're going to cook them. Oh my goodness. Okay, my hands are covered in flour. And now we're going to make our first. We just sort of roll it around with your hands. Sorry about the crap camera technique, but, you know, whatever. That's what it looks like. Okay, so just roll it. This camera work is terrible, I'm sorry. But, yeah, that's it. So just sort of roll it in your hands, like that. So yeah, just roll in your hands like that. Doesn't matter what it looks like, just do this. Probably a good idea to keep adding the flour as you go. Otherwise you're going to get grubby hands. Like these. Yuck. And the last one's a little baby one. See, little baby one. Because I don't like to waste things. So, okay, so let me clean up my mess and I'll come back and I'll show you how to cook them. Okay, so everything is ready to go. Everything is nice and clean. So all the flour is gone and we're ready. This is just to chuck them on once they're cooked. You don't need it if you don't have it, but it's just sort of nice to have. It's also nice to have one of these so you can flip them without touching them. But again, it doesn't really matter. Now I've plugged in both the appliances, so they're ready to go. I just need to add these to the appliances and we're ready to go. Okay, so the grill. I chuck 2 on at a time. So 1, 2, squash them, put it down. Okay, so I did all this pan so it doesn't stick. And this, there's no oil, it's just as it is. So let's switch them on. And we're going to put the top on this one. And let's switch this on. It's on. So yeah, it's all going, it's all happening. Oh yeah, we're starting with 61% here. And this one, I think it was almost full, but I'm not quite sure. And yeah, currently 8:02 AM in Norseman on a Thursday. See, that tells you how much it's using. So it's using 987, 988 watts, and I'm down to 60%. This one doesn't tell you how much it's using, but probably about half, I would guess. Okay, so 8:04, look at that. Something's going on. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, look, it's bread. Alright, so we're going to just turn it over. Look. Oopsies, I dropped one. It's pretty much cooked because, like, it just takes a couple of minutes and it's done. And this one, it's going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to work, I promise. Oh, there's the flies. Yum, yum. Alright, so let's take these out. Again, only took a couple of minutes. And let's chuck some more down, ready to go. Oh yeah. Alright. This is going to take longer, but it will happen, I promise. Doesn't look like it's doing anything yet, but rest assured, something will happen. So while this is happening, sometimes this will go to 0, but it's still cooking. It just cycles on and off while it's cooking. But don't worry, it's working. And to prove it, it's 8:07. I'll just start up again. But yeah, look, see, it was cooking all the time, which is awesome. And that's another hack. If you're almost out of power, and you know you've got a few more minutes to cook when you're using this grill, just switch off the power here, and there's probably enough heat to cook whatever you're trying to cook. Brilliant. 8:09, just took another 2 out. I'm going to chuck another 2 in. Maybe I could chuck 3 in. Yeah, let's try that. What can go wrong? Oops. See, that's why you put flour on your hands. Just, I guess it was just sitting there a little bit too long. It just started to get all sticky and bleh. Yuck! Yuck, 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 yuck. See? Yuck. Anyway, let's try. Okay, 8:12 AM. Down to 53%. Oh, look at these cuties. Oh my goodness. See how this is going. Okay, so it is cooked. So it is, see how it's sliding around? So it is cooking. Okay, so just got that last lot out of the sandwich press. Switch this off just for the time being. Now, let's see what's going to happen here. Okay. Oh, so you see it's definitely cooking. So let's see if we can... Oh! Probably should have turned it a bit earlier. Oh. But yeah, we definitely have Not burnt, which is great, but maybe check it a bit earlier. But probably about 15-ish minutes. And still going, so it's not fully done yet, but yeah. 8:18 a.m. Let's see how we are going. Getting there. It's not quite, I can still feel it's a bit doughy. As I said, should have turned it earlier, but you know, it's not burnt. It's okay. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to cook, I'm going to show you the toppings. Now, this jam, delicious. They kind of sort of taste like scones, so I mean smashed scones if you got jam, or if you can afford cream, maybe that as well, but jam is quite fine. You just put the jam on and you don't even need like a plate, because it is a plate. Or you could make a dessert pizza. I've just got some chocolate topping, some corn flour. Now these two I'll mix together and make a paste. It's sort of like the tomato sauce of the pizza. And then chocolate, marshmallows, and icing sugar. So I'm going to chop them up and show you what it looks like. Haven't put the 1300p away yet, because I'm going to need that to run my microwave. Because you need to microwave it for a couple of seconds after you've made it. And of course, if you're just adding strawberry jam, no microwave is required. They're cooked, they're ready to go and enjoy. 8:22. Let's see how we're going. Look, I reckon it's done or almost done. Oh, give it 1 more minute, 2 more minutes. But maybe turn it. Yeah. 8:24. We're going to just take it out. Yeah. Right, now let's take a look at it. Okay. Look at that. Yum, 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 yum. Probably more scone-like because it's not getting squished. But yeah, it certainly is cooked. And look, see, still showing 3 bars, so I'll use 2, maybe 1.5. Fabulous. So this is if you want it to be more like a scone. Cook it in that. Yum. And of course this will run off that, but it's just to show you that with only 300 watts of power, what you can do. So in this cup is some corn flour and a little bit of chocolate topping. You just mix it together till it gets a paste. If it doesn't develop into a paste or it's too runny, add more corn flour. But yeah, that's what you do. So yeah, just mix it till you can't see any more corn flour and all you can see is chocolate. And then, let's see what I can... It goes onto here as the base, which is a little bit hard to do with one hand. But just cover the whole base with this chocolate. Don't go overboard, because I love chocolate, but I went overboard when I first made these and it was a bit too much. But yeah, we just got to... You get the idea, right? Just cover the whole thing in chocolate. Next, we're going to add these 2 things. So, chocolate bits. So just chuck them all over the pizza. Maybe I took too many out. Oh well. Let's just dump them on there. Again, whatever you like. This might be too much for somebody, but yeah. And then we're going to add our chopped up marshmallows. It's very hard doing this with one hand, but trust me, this is delicious. Yeah, okay. Oh. 2 more of these. Okay, now the last step. You're supposed to sort of dust it with icing sugar, so you can put it through a sieve and make it like a lightly dusted Christmas scene or whatever you want to call it. Or you can just kind of pour it from the container, which is not going to look real good, but Oh, and you should probably sift it because it's got lumps in it. But anyway, look. You get it? Alright. Yep, okay, we're ready to go. Let me just clean up this space and I'll chuck it in the microwave, show you what happens. Okay, quick edit. I messed up the footage where I put it in the microwave. So, chucked it in the microwave. I put it in for 30 seconds because I've got a very low watt microwave and it was fine. But if you've got a higher watt microwave, you can probably try it 10-15 seconds. Yep. So there you go. Yep, delicious, ready to go. And remember, just strawberry jam is so delicious on these. So give that a go as well. Don't have to microwave it, it's all ready to go. Alright, so this is the one that was cooked in my mini skillet with the 300 watt iTech World i300. And yeah, it tastes so much like a scone, it's almost a scone. So, yum yum. See ya!